Why hire a bookkeeper? In today's video, we're going to talk about why do we hire bookkeepers? What do they do? And are they necessary? The answer is yes. Sneak peek. They are important. We love bookkeepers. My name is Nicole. I'm one of the tax advisors here at Robert Hall, and we're going to dive into why do we want to hire a bookkeeper. What do bookkeepers do? Bookkeepers categorize our expenses, keep our balance sheets in order, help us understand the numbers of the business. Why do we hire them? Is this something we can do? Yes, this is something that we can do as business owners. If you want more information about that, check out our other video about how to categorize our expenses for taxes for small businesses. This is something, though, that a bookkeeper can do. Bookkeepers are wonderful and amazing time-saving tools. Utilizing a bookkeeper can save you hours per week by simply them doing the work that you would do. Categorizing your expenses can be quite time consuming. It depends on what type of business you have, whether a bookkeeper is going to make sense for you financially. If you're having hundreds of transactions per month, especially if they're small transactions, it could be quite monotonous for you to be categorizing these transactions. And a bookkeeper, somebody that's a professional, will be able to do this for you quite quickly and easily, and will save you an enormous amount of time. If you're already busy, if you already have a full life and just can't bear to do this, bookkeepers are great time-saving tools. The number of transactions is usually how bookkeepers decide how much to charge, because it's about the amount of time that they need to put into it. And so if you're looking at a business and you have hundreds and hundreds of transactions a month, you might say, like, yeah, we do need a bookkeeper. If you have thousands of transactions in a month, you definitely need a bookkeeper. Bookkeepers are also great because they reconcile for you on a monthly basis. I understand that you might have a lot of transactions because you're doing like e-commerce. And so understanding how to categorize these things and which transaction is going to go on the balance sheet and which transaction is going to go on the P&L might be a little bit difficult. Bookkeepers are actually quite skilled in this. Bookkeepers and tax professionals are not the same thing, and you need to understand that they work really well together, but they do different things. So yes, tax professionals understand bookkeeping, and bookkeepers understand some pretty basics about tax, but they don't do the same thing. Bookkeepers are great for balance sheets because not everything that you have is an immediate deduction. Some things need to be depreciated, some things are investments, and some things are liabilities that you're carrying on your books. And those liabilities eventually will get paid off, or you're going to reconcile or recognize certain things later in life. Bookkeepers can help manage this. I have clients that do flips. They flip real estate, they flip properties. Bookkeepers are godsends for these clients because they don't recognize the expenses for the property until it is sold. And so they might be carrying hundreds of thousands of dollars of expenses that they have had, but not recognizing those expenses until the sale of that thing, so it can go against the income from the sale. The bookkeeper is going to be able to understand and keep it organized so that we understand that a transaction happened 2 years ago, but we're going to recognize it this year. And that's what bookkeepers are really, really great at. Even though they have those hundreds of thousands of dollars of expenses 2 years ago and last year and this year, the bookkeepers can push it all together and cleanliness is very important, categorize and utilize it so that we're able to recognize it on our tax returns to go against the income in the proper year. Balance sheets are very important for small businesses. Depending on how you're structured with a small business will really determine whether or not you have a reporting requirement for your balance sheet. A lot of people do not realize that one of the big differences between structures is reporting. This is one of the reasons you can see your tax professionals charging you differently for the structure of your business. You can have the same amount of income and expenses going through a Schedule C on your personal return as you do if you switch to, like, let's say an S Corp, but you're going to see a different price for what your tax accountant is going to charge you for doing a personal return with a Schedule C and a S Corp return. That's because on S Corp, there's different amount of reporting, and a balance sheet is almost always going to be there. And that balance sheet is something that's going to track how the money came in, where the money went to, beyond just the straight expenses, because those expenses you take straight every year. But sometimes you have a loan, sometimes you got a loan, or sometimes you put more money into the business than your other partner put into the business, and you need all of that to be reconciled and accounted for. Bookkeepers really help in this aspect. Look at the amount of transactions and the amount of time you spend reconciling your books. Look to see if you have outstanding things on your books like liabilities, or you have a crazy amount of depreciation and so forth. And if you have a requirement to report a balance sheet. If those things happen, you might find it necessary or just beneficial to hire a bookkeeper. It's a great expense. All right, guys, my name is Nicole. I'm one of the tax advisors here at Robert Hall & Associates. If you would like a consultation for free with me or one of my amazing colleagues, please go to our website, roberthalltaxes.com, or click on the link in the description box below. Thanks, bye.